Greetings and welcome, my name's J. Alex Parker, this is my YouTube channel and we're back playing 1000 Lives, or I should say reading 1000 Lives, because this is essentially a novel, but I'm having fun with it. I think it's really interesting, you know, it's just kind of playful, wide variety of music. I love the music. Matter of fact, in the extras you can check out the music. I apologize for the last video. There's a horrible flickering in the last video, and I figured out what it was, I think I fixed it, so this one should be good. But I'm really sorry to put you through that. Anyways, so last time we got sent to the principal's office, but now it is recess at Jane Institute. Ausse and I go for a walk outside of the school grounds, wandering with no particular destination in mind, through the street that serves as the heart of our small town. It has become our routine. It's not even that big in the first place, but we live in a modest European town whose inhabitants thrive off a rich history and modern-day political lies. Ooh. I've lived here my entire life, and the only positive quality I can think of is the fresh, unpolluted air. In other words, it's really boring here. Although, it's still better to die of boredom than to try to deal with those little brats back at the school. Damn, I never expected for it to end so badly. I didn't think it was a big deal. Even though we are pranking everyone more often than before, we haven't done anything too terrible. I guess it's just the risk we took with doing it to a new teacher. Some people take life too seriously. I don't know why he sounds like a stoner, but the comedian standing next to me is Ausse Eldwin. He's a perverted, narcissistic guy who can't decide whether he loves women or his own reflection more. Sounds like my brother. I got a brother like that. He calls himself a lady killer, and I can confirm that it's true, in a literal sense. From shock and terror, usually. Well, to be honest, I know he has a reputation as a womanizer around the school, but from what I've seen, I'm skeptical. He has stuck to me like a parasite ever since I transferred to this school a few years ago. Since then, just like with our little play, we've wasted our time pulling pranks and being dumbasses together. I'm just faking it, but he really has a natural talent for it. Because of our infamous endeavors, no one can take us seriously. That's why we're known as class clowns above all else. In all the years we've been studying here, we've never gotten into any major trouble, just sometimes getting lectured or complained at. The fact that Ausse, although it may seem impossible, has the highest grade in his class probably has something to do with it. And I'm just a pretty face, I guess. I'm a lucky guy who knows how to escape before the smoke sets off the alarm, if you know what I mean. But it seems we've scared the new teacher a little too much, especially by pretending she might have an immoral relationship with a student. Yeah, that's something you want to joke about too much in this day and age. But what else should we have expected from an age that places precedence on political correctness? Ooh, we're getting into talking about PC talk here. Real issues are shrugged off while everyone is off living in their own bubbles, dreading that someone may try to pop it. Basically, right now they're discussing where they should chop our heads off and... Basically, right now they're discussing where they should chop our heads off and which weapon to use. Axe or guillotine. I don't regret it, though. It wasn't really that bad. They're just too sensitive. Hey, are you listening to me? Are you doodling again? Every time I get distracted, you always seem to have your nose in that notebook. It's impressive how long it'd take for Ausse to notice his surroundings. Since we left, I've been writing in this small pocket-sized notebook that I always keep with me. And no, I wasn't listening to him. I don't consider it healthy to pay attention to him anyways. I've asked you a couple times already. Are you going to show me what you're writing eventually or not? We've been friends for like 6 years. Still, you never let me see it. I puff and close the notebook with my thumb and index finger. It's a question that I should expect by now, seeing as this fixation of mine usually catches everyone's attention at some point. No, it's not weird to write entries in a diary or to jot down ideas, neither of which was what I was doing. It's only because I do it so often that it's even noteworthy. What am I writing? No, Ausse. Your question is incorrect, seeing as I'm not the one who's writing anything. It's my hand. It moves by itself. Every time I have the premonition of a catastrophe, my fingers themselves scribe a future into this notebook. Death note, anyone? I've been keeping it as a secret because of this power. If I put it in the wrong hands, it could be used for evil. Catastrophe? Wait a second. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I don't swear too much. Catastrophe how? Am I in danger? My friend's verbosity suddenly accelerates within a second. Meanwhile, I open the notebook and read what I had just written, then turn my gaze away and bite my lip. Hey, I don't like that face. What did you just read? I hope it's not something harmful to me. At that very moment, I shiver. It was as if lightning had struck me. With no control over my body, I write a short sentence on a new page and then rip it out as the premonition finishes. Okay, now you're really freaking me out. What did you write? I can't tell you. Hand it over. Ausse snatches the crumpled sheet of paper away from me. Finally, while trying to keep a composure that he clearly lacks, he reads its contents. The time is quickly approaching. Something worse than death will hunt you down. Ah! Eh? I only touched your shoulder. Why'd you jump? How are my favorite guys? I got good news. What kind of premonition is this, Kiar? Well, I wrote about something worse than death and then Ziva came along. I think it hit the mark. What are you talking about? And why do I get the feeling that it isn't good? Let's not get into the details. Kiar was just writing in his notebook again and I wanted to know what it was since he never tells us. Ziva moves her gaze from Ausse to me, blinding me with a sparkle shimmering in her eyes so brightly that it resembles a lighthouse. Oh, so Engine was compulsively writing in his notebook again. Can I see what you wrote too, huh? Can I? She tries to steal my pocket-sized notebook by jumping on me. Ooh, I like where this is going. Ooh. Okay. But since I'm used to her trying this kind of thing, I managed to evade her in time and hide it away in my back pocket. Hands off, Sigmund Freud. Geez, so unfair. If you won't show it to me, then your treatment will never progress, Engine. Don't be deceived by her charm and appeal. Ziva shani is one of the most dangerous species in the entire world, according to 9 out of 10 experts. Experts in what? Shaniology? I don't know what you call that, but anyways. While most of my fellow fauna will... Fauna. I'm so lonely, I'm making friends with plants. Anyways. While most of my fellow fauna will tell you the opposite since they're all madly in love with her, to me, Ziva's nothing more than a headache. I mean, just take a look at her. It's like she's straight out of an RPG with those clothes. But since she's attractive, everyone just turns a blind eye. If I had to describe her, I'd say she's a wannabe psychologist with a touch of insidiousness and deceit, who has also been determined to ruin my life since the very first moment we met earlier this year. Her dream is to go to college and focus on the studies of the human mind, and what better practice than experimenting with mind first. Somehow, she found out about my habit of scribbling in my notebook, which she described as interesting, and hasn't stopped bugging me since. She decided I'd be her test subject. Not a week goes by where she doesn't try to psychoanalyze me or fish my paper scraps out of the trash and read them. Even worse, sometimes she tries to steal my notebook so she can discover its secrets. Women. I'm probably going to edit that out. Or not. I don't care. At least now she calls me by my surname. Before that, I was just patient to her. The only thing that needs to be treated is your head, Ziva. Well, what were you going to say before you attacked me? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I snuck into the teacher's lounge and gave them my biggest, saddest puppy dog eyes so I could pacify them and blah blah blah. They only gave me the usual speech and sent me away. Aren't I lucky? Sure, luck. There's a helicopter. It's probably the military after me. Or something. I don't know. Well, oh. I hope that's Mercy Flight or something. Well, no, I don't hope it's Mercy Flight. I hope it goes away. Okay. So much for that helicopter. Well, that should have been expected. It wasn't that bad. I guess I won't be scolded again this time either. Huh? I wasn't talking about you guys, just me. Then what part of that exactly do you call good news? I thought you'd be happy for me, Indian. I didn't expect you to react so selfishly. Come on, they can't be that hard on us. If they let Ziva get away with it, then our fate will probably be the same. We've done worse things day after day and nothing's ever happened, right? Yeah, but this time it was all the master plan of this lady right here, who also insisted on participating in one of our operations with us. And she doesn't even care what happens to her comrades now. Seriously? That explains why Ziva will participate with us in all this, but... It was you who owed me one, Engian. Stop complaining. Plus, I was just messing with you. I wouldn't really hang you out to dry. You don't have to worry about anything. The substitute is angry, but the rest of the staff doesn't really take it seriously. The only thing you got to do now is apologize to her and shed some crocodile tears to show her how very sorry you are and you're finished. See how easy it is? Lies. I see where it lies. I can't believe you don't trust me, Engian. You have such little faith in me. Dag nabbit, stupid helicopters. They're outside my window. Holy crap. Okay. Little to none. Anyways, that was the bare minimum you could have done since you were involved, so stop grumbling. I didn't help you, though, so I want a favor in return. Oh. I did help you, though, so I want a favor in return. Can you come with me to... Can I come with you? Okay, I can do that. Request denied. No favors. Jeez. Come on, what's wrong with the long faces? Remember how in less than a month finals begin? Less fighting and more having a good time so we can leave this place with a good impression, okay? By the way, Ziva, what kind of favor did he owe you if you don't mind my asking? Why are the helicopters flying over my house? I hope they go away and stay away. I'm trying to do this. By the way, Ziva, what kind of favor did he owe you, if you don't mind my asking? Ah, naughty Nelly, are you? I think this is the first time I've heard of Kiara owing anyone a favor without a bet somehow being involved. Hell, not too long ago he wouldn't do anything unless there was a bet involved. Oh, it was nothing. I just asked my uncle if he knew about a certain package since he works at the post office. Speaking of which, you never did tell me what that was all about. You told me you'd explain it another time. I folded my arms and raised an eyebrow, resigning myself to answer despite my clear lack of interest. It's kind of a bad anecdote, but I guess we have the time anyways. Both Ausse and Ziva look at me expectantly. Their interest can't be more apparent. I initially resist, but end up yielding to the pressure. Alright, I'll tell you everything, but I'm warning you, it's just a depressing love story. A love story? Oh no. You don't have to tell the entire world, you know. I wasn't aware that my young and pure Kiarian had already become a man. It must have been due to my benevolent influence. Sure, Ausse, I'm sure. Tell me, what kind of person is willing to put up with your eccentricity, compañero mío? Hey, I have always put up with you, and I don't complain. Quit joking around. But you complain every single day. Could you please stop beating around the bush? Okay. Straight to the point. I get it. Oh, I'm supposed to read that. Sorry. I clear my throat before starting. Let's see. It all started this one night. I was inside my warm and comfortable room. But your room is a pigsty. I've seen it. It actually is kind of a pigsty. Warm and comfortable, as I said. I was surfing the tortuous streams of the internet when my eyes fell upon a small ad, hidden under millions of crappy posts on a crappy forum. That's when I saw her, the most beautiful of all muses, the most lovely of all creatures in this calamitous world we're forced to live in. A super rare limited edition figurine carved by God himself, with a tail. I don't know where this is going. This might be the first time I ever had to censor a video. Don't tell me that you fell in love with a figurine. You're dead to me, Kiara. You hear me? Dead. It was limited edition, okay? Oh, it's not a girl, it's just a statue. Okay, fine. Ah, that changes everything. What is wrong with you? Are you going to let me finish or what? Not even memories are respected nowadays. You humans disgust me. You humans. For heaven's sake, can you please just finish? As I was saying, tribulations soon came to pass. Its price, much like its charm, went beyond the realm of reason. However, I didn't let that stop me, for my love of those 4 inches of hard, solid, shapely plastic. We're buying a figurine now, not anything else. It's just a figurine. Outweighed the death nails in my wallet. Although I had now condemned my soul to future insecurities, my heart was aflutter with grace, and I hit purchase. I don't know what I don't even want to know what you're gonna do with that. Now I see where all this is going. Huh? Seriously? Well, he never got his delivery. That's why he asked me if I could ask my uncle to check it out. But that doesn't make sense. Why couldn't you just ask the post office yourself? Here's the problem. I didn't order under my name. I bought it with my dad's credit card without him knowing about it. Kind of. Ooh, bad move. Bad move. So I can't even pick it up. That's the drama I've imposed upon myself right now. You can leave your snot rags and tear tissues in the garbage to your left. Thank you very much. Now, a round of applause. You stole your father's credit card. What a model son you are. Yeah, I'm not proud of it, you know. I regretted it afterwards. I plan on paying him back, but I can't do anything if they lost the package. The weirdest thing is how on the website I ordered it from, the shipping page instantly indicated that it was delivered. Signed for and everything. How is that even possible? I don't know, but there's another mystery. Ausse, your phone is one of those high-tech ones with internet and stuff, right? Can you lend it to me? Sure. Give me a minute. Don't tell me you don't have internet on your phone in this day and age, Indian. My phone was more useful as a hammer than for communicating. Look at the biceps I got from carrying that thing around. Ooh, yeah. I don't need firepower when I'm rocking these guns. The truth is that it broke not too long ago, and now I gotta buy a new one. But I'm lazy and in no hurry. I'll get a new one when the sale comes around. What an old-timer. How is it even possible for someone to live without a smartphone nowadays? You can come back from the future any time now, McFly. Don't try to reason him with Ziva. He's a lost cause. Here you go, Kiara. Do you know how to use it? Ausse then shows me an app to check my email with just like I asked him to. Oh, yeah. I enter my email address and password with ease on the touchpad and open the very first email in my inbox before presenting the screen to my classmates. Is that a threat? The email says the following. From Harry H. HH19 at xxxxx.com to Kieran Indian, Kieran at xxxx.com. Subject, not for everybody. Can a figurine really come to life and disappear? If you want to know the truth, go find it. This Monday after class, come to the playground in the deserted neighborhood. Good luck making your first decision. Do I actually get to make a decision, or is this just a novel? After both of them read it, I hand the phone back to its owner while he's still in shock. What's this supposed to mean? That's what I'd like to know. It's almost like someone's challenging me to a duel. This is insane. You ordered a figurine. You didn't kill anybody. You didn't kill anybody, right? A lot of people, every single day. I haven't been a professional hitman for the last 13 years for nothing. I love that. Just the face. Don't look at me like that. Of course I haven't. Or have I? Yet. So who's the Harry H? Who's the Harry H? Who's this Harry H, if I may ask? Don't ask me. I don't know any Harrys. Not to mention that he used one of those free emails that anybody can create, so there's really no way for me to know. What are you going to do? I can't see the police investigating the kidnapping of a plastic figurine. It must be some kind of joke. Some internet friend must have known about it and decided to pull a prank on me. You're just going to ignore it? Of course. I'm not stupid. Aren't you curious? I'd like to take a peek, but I wouldn't want to go alone either, just in case. I can live without knowing. I'm just upset that someone will pull a prank like this after my loss. Doesn't anyone respect true love these days? That's the problem with you, Engine. Everything outside of your comfort zone bothers you. Preparing a surprise party for you must be hell. If it's just a joke, then you should laugh about it. Maybe even go there. It should be fun. What could go wrong, huh? I have nothing against surprises, but when nothing goes my way, then of course it's going to upset me. Anyways, how did you manage to turn this into an impromptu therapy session? Just so you know, I hate you. Me? Therapy? What makes you think that? In fact, we can change subjects and talk about something more interesting. For instance, did you notice that during the anecdote you shared with us, you displayed symptoms of kleptomania, compulsive buying disorder, and paraphilia? And you don't have a smartphone. And that's the worst part by far. I don't have a cell phone, so I don't have to talk to you two outside of school. And why do you care? The important thing is how everything goes wrong for me and you aren't helping. Well, we've killed enough time here. We should probably head back to the classroom now. With the intention of leaving before Ziva has a chance to toss me on a couch. I'm sure for psychological evaluation, not for other things. Ausse stops me with a question. Hey, Car, before we go, I'd like to know one thing. If that notebook doesn't make you clairvoyant, what does? I chuckle in response. I write 2 short notes on a different page and I tear them off, handing the first one to Ausse. I'll give you a hint. It isn't actually clairvoyance, but something similar. I pat him on the arm, bidding him farewell and leaving him behind as he reads the note out loud in a hushed voice. You don't have to flirt with Ziva while I'm looking away. What do you mean? This is more like advice and a premonition, and bad advice is that. It's because his name is Ausse, okay? So I'm thinking Aussie for some strange reason. I'm changing his voice, sorry. Did you see my name? Did he write something about me? Let me see it. Maybe I come up with some symptoms Indian shows using my deductive abilities. Speaking of symptoms, how are yours, Ziva? What do you mean? That love sickness you suffered during our little play. It's possible that you suffered some after effects, you know, and I just so happen to know of a good remedy. Oh, now, Ausse is delirious. That's cute. We'll treat that some other time, okay? Ziva walks away, leaving the lone reject behind as he puts his hands in his pockets and sighs. It's then he finds the second scrap of paper that I wrote, which I had slipped into his right pocket without him noticing. Because she'll turn you down anyways. Impossible. Dude, it's unfair that you can predict these things, Kiara. You've won this time. That's why I predicted the whole turn down thing. Being snubbed. 1,000 lies. I think that's the end of that chapter. So, I think we're going to end that here for now. What do you think so far? What do you think is going to happen here? I hope I actually get a choice to do something. But, you know, if it's a novel, it's fun. I have fun doing the voices and enjoying the story. And the music. Very eclectic soundtrack. Anyways, my name is J. Alex Parker. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you around. Oh, yeah. Get down with my bad self.